Bueno amigos, bienvenidos de nuevo a mi canal y vamos a continuar con nuestro juego del Testamento de Sherlock Holmes. Eh, ya estuvimos en la oficina del periodista y mm, seguimos las pistas y ahora necesitamos averiguar quién era la persona que estaba en la oficina de él cuando nosotros llegamos. Para eso nos toca analizar el sombrero que recogimos por la puerta secreta.
This hat is of an exceptional quality. The man who owned it is wealthy. Slight scratch marks. Someone has changed the ribbon for another, more modern one, which shows a certain taste for current fashions. Not a mistress, but someone who pays attention to details. This man is married. This hat was made to measure by a well-known hatter located near the Old Bailey. His hair is greying, and judging by the odor, he puts camphor on it. He is probably in his early 50s. Heat marks and a strong smell of tobacco. A cigar smoker, which confirms that this hat belongs to the reporter's visitor. Slight scratch marks. The man wears glasses, and whenever he puts them on, he grazes the sides of his hat. This would suggest that he is educated and long-sighted, rather than short-sighted. I now have an excellent description of the man that I am looking for. The journalist's mysterious visitor is in a profession highly placed on the social scale. He is rich and married. He must have called Scotland Yard in Farley's presence. He frequents the law courts, from which he makes his purchases. This man is a judge. Let us look through my files to see if I can identify this judge. I have a memoir on the most influential judges.
Bueno, entonces ya vimos que era un juez. Ahora nos toca que mirar los jueces. ¿A dónde? ¿A dónde? ¿A dónde? Por aquí no. Tampoco. Aquí.
I have found my file. I must place it on my work table.
Bueno, ahí tenemos el libro de los jueces. Bueno. Vamos a ver quién es. Bueno, este sombrero no le veo por ningún lado. No veo que fume o si fuma. Ah, sí fuma. Canoso. Canoso. Y lleva gafas, sí. Bueno, lleva gafas.
That's not right. Start again.
Bueno, ya. Lleva sombrero, no. Fuma puros, sí. Lleva gafas. Casado y pelo canoso. Sí, que tiene argolla. Bueno, este casado, gafas, fuma puro, canoso, Sí, es canoso y lleva sombrero.
That's not right. Start again.
Bueno, empecemos de nuevo porque ¿qué vamos a hacer? Bueno, este parece que no es canoso. Bueno, pero este sí lleva sombrero, fuma puro, lleva gafas, casado y pelo canoso. Bueno, este lleva sombrero, casado, no fuma, es canoso y lleva gafas.
That's not right. Start again.
Bueno, entonces dijimos lleva sombrero, fuma puro, lleva gafas, es casado y de pelo canoso. Pongámosle este pelo canoso, no. Pero a ver qué es lo que no tiene este. Casado. Ya.
That's not right. Start again.
Ya sabemos que este no fuma puros. Caracas.
Right. It is him, Judge Beckett.
Have you discovered the top hat's secrets, Holmes?
Watson, this hat belongs to Sir Coutts Beckett, a judge of the court at the Palace of Justice in London.
A judge? Wait, did you say Sir Beckett? That name rings a bell. Yes, that's it. What an extraordinary coincidence. Holmes, I was reading something about him in the Globe Explorer only this morning.
Decidedly, this Beckett seems to have solid ties with the gutter press.
I bought it from a rascal who ran off without giving me my change. I'm sure that I've seen him before, and...
Spare me the details, Watson. Show me the article.
Bueno, el artículo del periódico dice: una dama generosa, Lady Cathy Coutts Beckett, esposa del honorable juez Coutts Beckett, es una mujer excepcional que regala su tiempo y su dinero en favor de la educación de los niños sin recursos. Mientras la mayor parte de las grandes familias de la ciudad cierran las puertas de sus lujosas mansiones a los necesitados, Lady Beckett abre las suyas y ha creado una escuela para niños analfabetos. La clase lleva funcionando 8 años y según nuestras estimaciones casi 150 niños han aprendido a leer y a escribir aquí. 150 criaturas que gracias a la generosidad de esta mujer han podido evitar la miseria de los pordioseros y han encontrado trabajos dignos. Pero eso no es todo. Además de posibilitar su acceso a la cultura y a la educación, Lady Beckett se lleva a los niños de vacaciones junto a sus sirvientes, cuya ayuda es imprescindible para asistir a toda una clase de estudiantes. Este año el destino elegido es Portsmouth. Para muchos será la primera vez que vean el mar. De forma excepcional, el juez Beckett no les acompañará en este viaje. El eminente magistrado debe quedarse en Londres para ocuparse de asuntos importantes. Deseamos unas vacaciones perfectas a la entregada dama y sus pupilos y le agradecemos su generosa iniciativa.
So, Lady Beckett is on holiday in Portsmouth. That means her husband is at home alone. Good. We shall pay a courtesy call, Watson. With a little luck, we shall leave with a few habanos clarissimo.
That you should interest a judge of the High Court isn't surprising. You have solved so many criminal affairs that there are 1,000 reasons why a magistrate should be interested in you. But why should this one feel the need to act in shadows?
It's true that it's surprising. Perhaps he simply wishes to avoid being seen in the company of this Farley fellow.
Mr. Kirby, our local postman, owes me a favour. He'll give me Beckett's address. At this hour, he should still be at the post office. I'll go there, Holmes.
Good, Watson, but be quick about it. While you're gone, I'll make preparations for our visit.
Sir Coutts Beckett, I've got the address. We can go round after a nice cup of tea.
Don't get too comfortable, Watson. We're leaving immediately.
Let's look at the map of London.
Bueno, echémosle vistazo al mapa. Despacho de Farley ya fuimos. De aquí, que fue el Bucket.
This is the front of Judge Beckett's property. It's enormous. It looks very luxurious, Holmes. This man has conducted his career brilliantly. Who says that crime doesn't pay? It all depends upon for whom.
You never said a truer word, Watson. Now, let's try to find a way in.
What's that package you are carrying, Holmes? You haven't said a word about it all the way here.
Cakes for my old aunt.
Your old aunt? Stop pulling my leg, Holmes.
If you want a sensible answer, then you should ask a sensible question.
Very well. I'm going to ring the doorbell. That should be an appropriate task for someone like me.
No, leave it. I'll do it. Closed.
No reply. The house seems empty. Shall we wait, Holmes?
No. We shall enter discreetly. The judge's absence is a blessing. It means that we can investigate without being disturbed.
You're thinking of breaking into the judge's house? Have you gone mad, Holmes?
Don't worry. I shall be careful to remove any traces of our visit.
Listen to yourself, Holmes. You're talking like a common criminal.
We must find a way to get into this building.
Very well, Holmes.
Bueno, vamos aquí.
Mr. Holmes, Dr. Watson, how nice to see you again. Do you remember me?
Of course, Miss Lucy. How could anyone forget so pretty a smile? You are looking lovely.
Watson, we have things to do.
Holmes, you remember Lucy? We met her during our last investigation in Whitechapel, on the trail of Jack the Ripper.
I remember only the essential details of the case.
This brief meeting has been very pleasant, but sadly I must leave you, my dear Lucy.
I'll see you soon, Doctor.
Bueno, vámonos.
This lock should be easy to pick. Let's see. I need a supple pin, Watson. Can you find me one?
Very well, Holmes.
Bueno, vamos a que corra poquito. Vamos a hablar con Lucy a ver si ella tiene.
Ah, Lucy, you have no idea how heart-lifting it is to meet you here like this, particularly at this time. Tell me what you've been doing. You've become a florist.
Oh yes, Doctor, I am a florist. And I'm married now with beautiful little twin girls.
Congratulations, Lucy.
Enough about me. Can I help you with something? A pretty bouquet, perhaps?
Not at the moment, Lucy. I really need a supple metal stem. A plant prop should do.
Oh, I see. Is it to open a door or a window?
Aha, Lucy, you are a surprising lady. Let's just say that the lock on the door to my flat gets stuck, and I should like to get in through the window.
In that case, a prop wouldn't work. Better to use a hair grip. It's the ideal tool for an honest man who wants to get into his house without going in through the door.
You are wonderful, Lucy.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Bueno, ya le dio la horquilla. Vamos.
I need a supple pin, Watson. Can you find me one?
Very well, Holmes.
La horquilla. Acarachas. Acarachas. Hachas. Bueno, bajemos aquí. Vamos para acá porque tiene que quedar aquí. Bueno, a ver si ahora sí ya. Bueno, esa no me deja, entonces toca es con esta. Bajémosla más. Toca bajarla más. Ahí. Esta. Ahí. Esta. Ahí. Y esta. Ahí. Bueno, vamos a ver. Listo.
Good, we can pass. Here's the kitchen. There's enough room to feed a dozen people in here.
Yes, according to the newspaper, the judge's wife also feeds her pupils, in addition to teaching them.
A ver aquí qué hay.
Cooking oil.
Aceite. Y aquí qué hay.
There is something interesting here.
Oh,
An oarlock. This isn't the place for it.
This classroom is magnificent. These children are very lucky. Can you hear that small metallic sound? There is something inside there.
This is a photo of the judge and his wife. This photograph was taken on Judge Beckett's wedding day.
bueno, ahí tenemos las dos fotos. Bueno, la carta del juez Beckett. Mi amor, te dejo esta nota para que la encuentres cuando llegues a casa. Es probable que yo no esté cuando tú vuelvas, ya que me he visto envuelto en un asunto extremadamente importante, causante de mis recientes ausencias. Comprendiendo la naturaleza y el impacto de mi presente misión, debo conseguir una entrevista sin más dilación con el primer ministro. La seguridad de todo el país está en juego. Pero por favor, no te alarmes, querida, y disfruta del viaje con tus alumnos. Y hablando de alumnos, parece que alguno me ha robado 2 de mis escálamos. ¿Sabes lo mucho que significan esos recuerdos para mí? Representan el mayor triunfo de mi juventud en la carrera de barcas de Nueva York. Te estaría muy agradecido si hicieses lo posible por dar con ellos. También me he fijado en que han asaltado el armario de los dulces. Siempre te he apoyado en tu iniciativa y tu labor humanitaria, y sé lo difícil que es romper los malos hábitos adquiridos por los niños de la calle. Pero tal vez podrías enseñarles a respetar lo que es de los demás antes de enseñarles a leer. Correcto. Bueno. ¿Por aquí podemos pasar? No. Pero por aquí hay algo. Por aquí. Una carta de Lord Benacart. Mi querida hija, casándote con Lord Beckett, has hecho feliz a tu padre. ¿Qué mejor marido podría desear para mi hija? Ninguno. Lord Beckett es un hombre honesto que cree en la justicia. También es honorable e incorruptible, cualidades que no abundan. Cuando recuerdo mi reticencia a dejarte partir a la India, lamento haber sido un padre tan protector, porque he acabado admirando tu perseverancia y tu fuerza de voluntad. Verdaderamente tu dulzura y tu dedicación a los niños desfavorecidos es lo que te ha impulsado a trabajar de forma voluntaria en esos orfanatos ruinosos de Bombay. Y precisamente este compromiso altruista te ha llevado a conocer a quien se ha convertido en tu marido. Si hubieses escuchado al cabezota de tu anciano padre, nunca habrías salido de Inglaterra y no hubieses conocido a Lord Becket. Ahora que has vuelto a Inglaterra y tu marido te ha condicionado un aula en casa, espero verte más. Cuando leas esta carta deberías haber recibido un pequeño regalo para celebrar tu llegada. Sé lo mucho que te gusta viajar. Imagino que este planisferio mecánico, creado por los mejores vitrineros artesanos de Londres, será de tu agrado. Es una especie de caja fuerte. He pedido que personalicen la combinación. La recordará fácilmente tu devoto padre.
This woman is admirable. As she was unable to have children of her own, she decided to care for hundreds of others.
Bueno, entonces se supone que es esto. Entonces, la foto 1. Vamos a examinarla.
The most romantic evening of my life, in the heat of Bombay.
Bueno, en Bombay.
The clock points to 6 p.m. Interesting.
Las 18 horas en Bombay.
Apparently they were unmarried at the time. I cannot see a wedding ring.
Andaban de novios. Bueno. Entonces dice Bombay. Delhi, Bombay.
There is some connection between cities and numbers on top of the box, but I lack the necessary information to obtain the solution.
Eran las 18 horas.
Perfect.
Bueno. Ahora la foto 2.
Big Ben. The judge got married in London, and early in the morning, as it is just 10 a.m.
A las 10.
This photograph was taken on Judge Beckett's wedding day. This photograph was taken on Judge Beckett's wedding day.
Bueno. Foto 2, entonces voy a buscar a Londres. Y
Perfect.
las 10. Bueno.
There we are. It is simplicity itself.
Oh, una llave.
A key.
Bueno. Ahora, ¿qué más seguimos buscando? A ver, por aquí no hay nada. Por aquí tampoco. Oh, ¿qué hay?
A book about student organizations in the United States of America.
Bueno.
This plan is useless.
The door handle has been removed.
Se robaron el pomo. Ah, carachas. Otro puzzle. Hay una secuencia lógica en cifras romanas usando todas las varillas disponibles. Ningún número puede ser superior a 10 y cada uno de ellos debe ser superior al anterior. Solo puedes usar el número 10 una vez. Que podría ser entonces 6, 7, 8 y 9. Bueno, pero entonces ahorita lo resolvemos. A ver qué más hay.
The blackboard shows the last lesson given to the children, ancient Greek.
Bueno. A ver por aquí qué hay. James.
This overall belongs to the young James. Sweet papers fallen from a pupil's overall pocket.
Bueno. qué más hay por aquí. Bueno, advertencia, rogamos al pequeño bromista que se haya llevado el pomo del armario de los dulces que lo devuelva sin dilación. Si vuelve a su lugar antes de que acabe la semana, nadie será castigado. De lo contrario, me veré obligada a castigar a toda la clase. Lady Beckett.
There are naughty children in every school, from what I can see.
There is no point in visiting the upper floors. We know from the newspapers that this building is deserted, so there is no risk of anyone coming down and surprising us. Please take note, Watson.
We are making headway. How do we know what this means?
Bueno, vamos a ver qué hay. Ah, bueno, ya está la nota de Lord Beckett, el libro de texto. Y que aquí no hay nada. Bueno, vamos a ver lo del tablero. A ver si tiene... Si lo podemos voltear.
This screw is stuck. It is preventing the picture from turning. This screw is stuck. It is preventing the picture from turning.
Va a tocar ir a conseguir por aquí que debe haber aceite.
A desire to cook.
Sí, vamos a hacer una gallina al horno. ¿Dónde está aquí? Bueno, ya le eché a uno. Listo.
Greek letters. Copy them down, dear fellow.
Very well, Holmes.
¿Ya?
What should we do next, Holmes?
No, pues vamos a la oficina del juez. Aunque aquí de una vez podíamos tratar de hacer, bueno, dice que son 6, puede hacer 6, 7, 8, 9, para que no sea mayor, entonces... Bueno, 3 más 3, 6. Aquí sería 4. ¿Quién me llama? Ah, no, que la batería se me está bajando. Cuatro más 3, 7. Aquí para que nos dé 8 debería ser... Y bueno, pongámosla aquí una vez esta. Que nos dé 9. 6 más 3, 9. Y aquí nos tocaría que una para acá. Diez menos 2.
Perfect.
Ah, vea, está el otro escalón.
An oarlock.
Bueno. Entonces ahora sí nos vamos Bueno, aquí está lo del pomo, pero aquí podemos decir que
This room is undoubtedly the judge's office. It is double locked.
It would be better not to force this door, nor break a window. Judge Beckett could return at any moment.
You're right, but he surely must have left a spare. With somebody he trusts, of course.
la llave.
We are in the judge's private office, Holmes. What are you going to do? Turn everything upside
Vamos a poner todo
down?
patas arriba.
That is a distinct possibility. I will not leave until I have found what I am looking for.
Bueno, entonces
An oar lock. It must be a souvenir. The judge used to row. The young Beckett and his friends rowing. A souvenir from the University of New York. That's the university where Judge Beckett studied. Beckett, honorary member. This must be the symbol of an organization to which the judge belongs. Look at this symbol. It must surely be very important to Judge Beckett.
Don't forget your cakes when we leave, Holmes.
Of course, Watson. A Habano Clarissimo cigar. Nothing of interest here. Nothing but trophies. The judge must be very proud of them.
mhm.
These oars can turn. These oars can turn.
Bueno,
This door is very solid, and there's no lock.
The best thing to do is to carry on exploring this place, Holmes.
Blind justice. From whence his ignorance? Amusing.
bueno. ¿A qué más revisamos? Aquí no hay papelera, no hay nada, no hay en el escritorio, no hay nada. Bueno, venga, miramos a ver.
This plan is useless.
Bueno, ¿qué más tenemos que mirar entonces? Por aquí no hay nada. Por aquí tampoco. Aquí no hay nada.
The door handle has been removed.
Ah, bueno, aquí
It's a
podemos.
sweet box, probably for rewarding good pupils.
One of the Greek books is open, perhaps the subject of the last lesson. Everything points to someone who does not wish us to open this cabinet, which is a good enough reason for opening it. Well, the young James has stolen the handle to the sweet cupboard so that he can pilfer it whenever he likes. If we find his desk, we will find the handle.
Bueno, ahora nos toca que averiguar dónde está el pupitre de James, pero me imagino que toca que mirar acá.
It's a plan of the classroom.
Thanks to this plan, we will know which desk belongs to James.
Bueno. Aquí no. A ver. Es importante hacer que los niños se sientan responsables asignándoles pequeñas tareas, basándonos en las capacidades físicas e intelectuales de cada uno. Los jefes de fila están representados por una bandera, otros tienen una pequeña imagen que corresponde a su labor. Para clases prácticas, los niños se agrupan de a 4 en 4 en las mesas. Bueno, entonces, Elisa y Talía son unas hermanas adorables, soy incapaz de separarlas. Anastasia es una muchacha preciosa y muy educada, merece una vida feliz. Para ayudarle a integrarse se sienta a la izquierda de Ofelia, que es muy buena y paciente. Lewis tiene una vista extraordinaria, me sorprendió cuando vio un dirigible en el cielo, me permitió dar una lección sobre la conquista del cielo. Talía, cuidado de plantas. Bueno, entonces se supone que Talía y plantas debe ser aquí. No, aquí no. Aquí, ahí. Y Alisa son unas hermanas adorables. Entonces, esta es hermana de aquí. No, aquí no se vaya para allá. Eso. Alicia y Talía son hermanas. Bueno. Aaron ha crecido de repente, así que lo he puesto al fondo detrás de Fergus, que es de la misma altura. Bueno, Lloyd, jefe de fila de la ventana Lloyd. Entonces, me imagino que es aquí. Listo. He puesto a Ofelia en primera fila entre mi escritorio y la pizarra. Habla muy bajito y se pone como un tomate cuando le hago repetir algo. Bueno, entonces Ofelia puede estar aquí entre el escritorio y la... Aquí. Orson, desde que llegó Anastasia, Orson parece encandilado con ella. Lo he tenido que cambiar de sitio, porque cuando mira a la pizarra, ella está en su campo de visión y le inquieta, pero no terminó de decidirme. El amor colegial es algo tan tierno. Además ha dejado de hablar con su compañero al lado, Bart Simpson, debe ser. Bueno, Pierce es uno de los niños a los que le cuesta aceptar las normas, pero es un buen chaval y le tengo mucho aprecio. Conviene prevenir posibles problemas poniéndolo cerca de mi escritorio, tras de Anastasia y junto al pequeño Elmer, que es muy maduro para su edad. Bueno, Simón y James son del mismo pueblo, los pongo juntos, a Simón a la izquierda y a James se supone que a la derecha. Entonces pongamos a Simón aquí. Bueno, Taylor, jefe de fila de la cocina. Taylor, un sitio vacío a su derecha. Bueno, aquí. Y un sitio vacío es este, entonces a su derecha. Charles sigue disparando las gafas que le pedí, por eso tiene que sentarse cerca de la luz y de la pizarra. Lo he cambiado de sitio al de su vecino Eddie. Bueno, entonces se pone que Charles debe estar cerca de la de la pizarra. Puede ser ahí o puede ser aquí. Jasper se pone enfermo a menudo. Para evitar que interrumpa las clases, siéntalo cerca de la cocina. Entonces Jasper lo podemos poner aquí. Coloquémoslo ahí, que puede ser ahí o puede ser aquí. Mark es un buen chico. Se puede sentar con cualquiera. Bueno, pero a ver. Limpieza de pizarra, Fergus. Entonces, este Fergus, me imagino que toca que ponerlo aquí con una escoba. Luisa. Rose y Luisa adoran la literatura y están escribiendo una novela juntas en secreto. Dejo que se sientan al lado para favorecer su preciosa iniciativa. Luisa está al cargo de los libros para los niños más mayores y así tendrá acceso a todas las obras. Entonces, esta se supone que está aquí con los libros. Ross. Entonces esta es al lado. Bueno, ahí ya quedamos esos 4, listo. Bar es muy estudioso, lo he nombrado encargado de los libros para los más pequeños. ¿Será aquí? Bueno. Eddie, a Eddie le gusta sentarse junto a la ventana, pero se queda pensando en las musarañas. Quiero cambiarlo de sitio con el de al lado. Pero el problema es que, bueno, entonces aquí dice que se sienta al pie de la ventana, tocaría aquí. Bueno, dejemos ahí. Elmer es muy tranquilo y razonable, debería sentarse con Pierce porque es una buena influencia para él. ¿Y dónde está Pierce? Todavía no lo he colocado, no. Ya puse a Pierce. No, ese todavía no lo he colocado. Anastasia es una muchachita preciosa y muy educada, merece una vida feliz. Para ayudarle a integrarse se sienta a la izquierda de Ofelia, que es muy buena paciente. Buena y paciente. Entonces, por aquí. A la izquierda. Orson. Desde que llegó Anastasia, Orson parece encandilado con ella. Lo he tenido que cambiar de sitio porque cuando mira la pizarra ella está en su campo de visión y le inquieta, pero no termino de decidirme. Amor colegial. ¿Será aquí? Coloquémoslo ahí. Aaron ha crecido de repente, así que le he puesto la foto detrás de Fergus. ¿Dónde está Fergus? Aquí. Bueno, esos 4 ya están. Mark es muy buen chico, se puede sentar con cualquiera. Bueno, entonces eso, como dice que se puede sentar con cualquiera, pongámoslo por aquí. Elmer es muy tranquilo, debería sentarse con Pierce porque es una buena influencia, pero a Pierce no le he colocado. Bueno, ya. Pierce es una señora que le cuesta sentar, es buen chaval y le tengo mucho aprecio. Conviene prevenir posibles problemas poniéndolo cerca de mi escritorio tras Anastasia y junto al pequeño Elmer. Bueno, entonces este Oscar debe estar aquí. Aquí. ¿Y dónde está Elmer? Tras Anastasia y junto al pequeño Elmer. Entonces bueno, este no, Mark. Entonces a Mark lo podemos poner aquí. Como él se puede sentar con cualquiera, entonces Elmer. Bueno, ahí vamos bien. De James dicen que está al pie de Simón. El joven también fue recastado de su miseria. Trabaja en una fábrica textil y ha perdido la movilidad de la mano derecha. Ahora es uno de los alumnos más destacados. Siempre que hay que situarla a la izquierda de una mesa para que escriba cómodamente con su zurda. Bueno, Justin, jefe de fila, fila central. Bueno, este viene aquí. Y este se supone que viene aquí. Sí. Y Lewis viene aquí. Bueno, los rojos ya están. Faltan los azules. Bueno, ese se puede sentar desde que yo en Anastasia. Bueno, tocó que cambiarlo aquí. Gasper siento lo saca a la cocina, entonces pasémoslo aquí y este aquí. Y cambiemos este para acá y este para acá. Bueno, aquí ya quedaron. Solamente quedó este cerca de la luz. Ah, no, Charlie, es que este viene aquí. Y este viene aquí. Bueno, listo.
All right, let's open James's desk.
Aquí tenemos a James. Bueno, vamos ahí, hermano, deje la gozadera. La cosa más que...
Perfect.
Aquí están el pomo. Vamos a poner el pomo. ¿Dónde está el pomo? Pomo. Bueno, aquí esto ya y cogemos el libro. Bueno. ¿Ahora qué más nos falta? Vamos por allí. Bueno, aquí qué más falta. Aquí ya está todo esto. Aquí ya está esto. Ya está todo aquí revisado. Bueno, me imagino que tocas aquí. Pero...
This gentleman certainly likes oars,
Bueno.
to the point of exhibiting them in his office.
Bueno, aquí hay una lista con un alfabeto. Bueno. Epsilon Z. Bueno, aquí que tenemos. Aquí está la bandera de la fraternidad. La letra NU. Esta, NU. Bueno. Y aquí en esta está el
The list of symbols of the American universities.
Carolina del Norte, Universidad de Nueva York.
This note must surely be very important to Judge Beckett.
314, sí, pi. Aquí ya, entonces... Bueno, entonces vamos a escribir... N... No, aquí no. Aquí. N... Aquí... Z... Y pi. Bueno, entonces ahora ¿dónde están los escalamos? Vamos a
I can make out a mechanism at the bottom of each of these holes. Watson, this really is the most ingenious system. It controls the opening mechanism.
Very ingenious. But do we need to enter? Judge Beckett is very rich, and the room perhaps only holds valuable objects which he wishes to protect from thieves.
Doors are made to be opened, my dear fellow.
Sí, las puertas están para abrirlas, correcto. Bueno, ahora te voy a formar la N, pero aquí no hay eso, N, ya. Uy, se giró la primera. Bueno, la Z se forma como bueno, Z. Y la otra es la pi, 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 pi.
Well done, Holmes.
Bueno,
Incredible. Masses and masses of files. Holmes, these files, these cards, these reports, they're all about you.
So it would seem.
Your whole career is mapped out here, investigation by investigation. Look, a detailed report about your work in Whitechapel during the Ripper affair. And there, your relationship with a certain A. Lupin. And here, the details of your methods and transcriptions of your conversations with the greatest violent criminals. My God, look at the titles of the files. Fraud, deception, corruption, forgery, murder. What does it all mean?
Quiet. Let me concentrate.
Concentrate? This judge has the reputation of being the most honest in the kingdom, and he has built an overwhelming pile of documents as high as Big Ben about you, and you talk of concentration? To open his chest, to what end?
Quiet.
Holmes, answer me. What is the real reason for our being here? Did you know what we were going to find before we came here?
Evidently.
So that is the real reason behind this break-in. You're only interested in the contents of the chest. All the rest of it was nothing more than lies and manipulation.
The most important is the one in the chest, Watson.
bueno. Aquí que veamos en el salón no hay nada, solamente la caja. Agrupa las bolas por colores, un solo color. Ay, solo color por recuadro. Solo son rojas, verdes y azules. Que aquí hay azul, verde. Y están todas. No, esto lo cuadrará mandra aquí. Azules. La verde. ¿Dónde están las verdes? Por aquí hay unas verdes. Verdes. Vamos a ver las rojas. Ahí están las rojas. Pero me quedan igual. Bueno, quedan 4 rojas y bueno, pero aquí verdes, más verdes ahí no. Pasamos aquí. Azules. Azules. No, se me descuadran. Ah. No. A ver. Que las azules aquí se me descuadran. Se me va a ver. Y si muevo aquí, las que se me descuadran son las verdes. Las rojas, esas son las que se descuadran. Y quedan verdes. Ay, yo Dios santo, ¿por dónde me voy? Ya se me escuadraron las azules. Quedan rojas, sí. Omitamos esta vaina.
There, I have what I came for.
Show me the file, Holmes.
It is unnecessary, Watson.
It's a file about you, isn't it? Is it so compromising that you don't dare show it to me? You came here to steal the research about you carried out by Judge Beckett, Holmes. It was the only thing that interested you.
We'll see about that later. We must put everything back in its place. No one must know that we've been here. Help me. Go and put the paddles back into their original position, and I'll deal with the rest. Quick, Watson, we must get out of this house, immediately.
What? But
Be quick, man, it's urgent.
because of you, we have to flee like common criminals, which it seems we have now become. I only hope that the game is worth the risk. Show me the file right now.
Let's find a cab as quickly as possible. We can't stay here.
Why are you in such a hurry? Wait! Look over there. Judge Beckett. Yes, it's him. Let's go and talk to him.
It's too late.
Do as you wish, Holmes, but I need to hear an explanation about what was in that armored room. I'm going.
No, stay here. That's an order.
Your giving orders changes nothing. I'm going to talk to Judge Beckett, and you will not stop me.
Okay.
Watson! Watson! Are you all right?
My God! What happened? Lucy. Oh, Lucy, poor girl. I must do something. Holmes, I need your help here.
Forgive me, Watson, but I'm afraid that I must leave now.
Leave? What the devil do you mean? Holmes, come back here! Holmes!
Se fue y lo dejó.
Holmes! Are you here? Show yourself! No one. Perhaps it is just as well. I don't know what my reaction to him would have
Estamos otra
been.
vez en Bater
How
Street, ¿no?
dreadful. That poor Miss Lucy hanging between life and death. Luckily, I was able to place her in good hands. But how the devil did Holmes know that a bomb was about to go off? And what's more, he seems to have taken advantage of the tragedy. No more Judge Beckett, no more compromising documents, no more proof. There is nothing at all. Locked. The paper Holmes used to wrap that mysterious package that he left at the judge's house just a few minutes before the explosion. Loyal Toby. Holmes would have shown us, wouldn't he? Kurtz's pipe. So Holmes took it with him. I wonder if he would have fired at those fiends in the opium den. A few days ago, such doubts would never have crossed my mind. But today, I find myself asking if he could have killed in cold blood. A fountain pen, just like the rat killers. Today, that dangerous maniac is free. And what's more, it is Holmes's fault. That inquiry at Westgate was a total failure. No, I don't want to go to bed yet. I must wait for Holmes. Locked.
A ver qué más hay entonces. A ver. El periodista, el asunto de Sherlock Holmes. Nuevos datos sobre Sherlock Holmes. Nuestro personal editorial ha podido echar el guante a nuevas revelaciones referentes a la auténtica naturaleza del famoso detective Sherlock Holmes. Vuestro humilde servidor, siempre buscando la verdad, ha podido iniciar contacto con alguien vinculado al caso de los planos del Bruce Partington de hace unos años. Se trata nada menos que del hermano del desafortunado Arthur Cadogan Watts, asesinado durante aquel terrible asunto. Las revelaciones realizadas por este caballero son desconcertantes. Deseando a toda costa conocer la verdad sobre la muerte de su hermano, descubrió una cierta implicación de Sherlock Holmes en la desaparición de los planos del submarino. Para echarle cuenta de los documentos, el señor Holmes acusó al famoso socio, su cómplice, de robar los planos. Le engañó haciendo que el robo pareciese sencillo para luego acusarlo. Luego preparó la trampa con el farol del periódico, un anuncio sencillo porque el socio no sabía que el señor Holmes y su jefe eran la misma persona. Detenido y hallado culpable, el cómplice murió en la cárcel poco después, en circunstancias extrañas, llevándose el secreto de Holmes a la tumba. Estas revelaciones son de gran calado. El señor Holmes no es un vulgar delincuente, embustero, sino ciertamente una de las principales figuras del crimen violento internacional, que no dudaría en traicionar a su propio país. Oh, Farley.
How dreadful! These events have shattered my nerves. I should sleep for a few hours, or at least I should try.
Bueno, aquí no está, ¿no?
Locked.
Bueno, me voy a dormir.
Doctor! There you are. I was poisoned. By who? Ah, you know him very well.
Such a clever man. A brilliant mind, but so evil. He has hurt so many of us.
Who are you talking about? Holmes?
So hot. Flames. The heat is unbearable. Walter, I beg you. Where is he, that devil? One day he will have to answer to a higher power. Oh, I need air. I need water. Ease my pain.
Who did this to you?
Dr. Watson!
Is that Lucy? Lucy, you are wounded.
I can't find my children, Doctor. Find them for me. But I beg you, keep them away from Mr. Holmes.
Lucy, no. Why do you say that? Let me help you.
You are so kind. It is too late for me, but you can still save yourself.
Holmes, I know you are in there. Holmes, open this door immediately.
I think that I would rather not.
Tell me the truth, Holmes. I need to know. You have no right to keep the truth from me. Tell me.
I am sorry, Watson.
Open this door, or I will break it down.
Do what you like. The door is not locked.
What are you doing? No, Holmes! No, it is impossible.
Pesadillas.
What's going on?
Police!
Yes,
Open!
just one moment, I'm coming.
Dr. Watson, is Mr. Holmes here?
Inspector Baines. What?
Is he here or not?
No, I do not believe so.
Open the door, quickly. You're going to have to come with me, Doctor. We have a lot of questions to ask you about your relationship with Sherlock Holmes, and also regarding your movements early yesterday evening.
It's empty, Inspector.
Get dressed. We're leaving in 2 minutes.
Yes, I'm coming. I'll do all I can to help you. I would also like to find the answers to some of my own questions.
Sergeant, I'd like you to stay here with some of your men and search the place from top to bottom. If there is one clue here that will lead me to him, then I want you to find it. Doctor, you must understand that I am sorry about this situation, but if, as we believe, Holmes is a murderer, I won't hesitate to arrest him.
What did you say? A murderer?
You heard me, Doctor. The Bishop's murderers informed us that they were following orders from Sherlock Holmes.
Uy, ¿y aquí qué pasó?
Baines and his men have ransacked the place during my interrogation at Scotland Yard. I would never have imagined that I should be put through such an ordeal. I have always fought on the side of justice, but to be interrogated for hours like a common criminal, having to proclaim my innocence over and over again. Baines is convinced that Holmes is guilty, but who can blame him? Everything seems to point to him. I had thought that the worst was behind me, but here I am, as a suspected accomplice. All I need to do is to find Holmes, and when I find him, I'll decide. I'm going to search the flat. Perhaps Baines overlooked some clues.
Bueno. Vamos a revisar. A ver qué por aquí.
This disguise evidently belongs to Holmes. This disguise evidently belongs to Holmes. Ugh, what a smell! It reeks of tobacco. This is what Holmes was wearing yesterday. Holmes has left his tweed suit here. So, he came back to change after he left me in front of Judge Beckett's house, just after the explosion. Knowing that Scotland Yard is looking for him, He will likely have changed into one of his disguises. I just need to know which one. The best thing to do is proceed by elimination. I will use the wardrobe in the sitting room to reconstruct them.
Por aquí, ¿qué más hay? No, aquí no hay nada. Unos zapatos.
Holmes's tobacco. A hole. There must be a false bottom. I need something thin to prise it up.
El clavo.
A hole. There must be a false bottom. I need something thin to prise it up. A photo of Irene Adler, the woman, according to Holmes. A letter addressed to Zachariah Dossett, the clergyman? But what is that doing here? It's a rent reminder. But why should Holmes be concerned about that? Another letter, this one for a certain Escott. Who could that be? This J. Escott must be a worker in the building. A letter addressed to a clerk of the court. Why in heaven's name has Holmes got that? This letter is addressed to a naval captain. My goodness. All these carefully hidden envelopes were addressed to Holmes under various identities. The addresses are therefore those of his hiding places. Holmes has never told me about them. I suppose that he goes there regularly and discreetly to pick up his mail. I cannot waste precious time by going to each of these addresses. I must refine my research. Holmes's Victoria Cross.
Bueno. A ver qué más hay por aquí. Un sombrero. Esto. Unas changalas. Bueno, aquí esto ya no. Otros zapatos. Chaqueta, el sombrero, esto, otros zapatos, otro pantalón. Bueno, yo creo que aquí está esto. Bueno, vamos a ver aquí en el armario, a ver.
I must collect all the pieces of Holmes's disguises and assemble them in the wardrobe in the sitting room.
Bueno, y este aquí, pongámoslo acá. Me falta un sombrero. Este pantalón debe venir aquí. Este por el color, a ver, podemos dejarlo aquí. Me falta un sombrero. Vamos a buscar dónde está ese sombrero. El guaguao, el Toby. A ver si el sombrero está por aquí en la pieza. Ah, sí, ahí estaba. Bueno. Listo. Bueno, a ver, sombrero, que este pantalón no parece, pero bueno, estos zapatos, pongamos estos zapatos aquí, estos aquí, a ver si está así. A ver, pongamos esta aquí. Y pongamos
I must put the right name to the right disguise.
A ver, cambiamos este pantalón y este pongámoslo aquí. A ver si es así.
I must put the right name to the right disguise.
Un sombrero. Este. Pongámoslo aquí. Este aquí y este aquí. A ver si es así. Cambiamos este. Pongamos este.
I must put the right name to the right disguise. I must put the right name to the right disguise. I must put the right name to the right disguise.
O está aquí y está aquí. A ver, pongamos este aquí.
I must put the right name to the right disguise. I must put the right name to the right disguise.
Vamos a ver los zapatos.
I must put the right name to the right disguise.
Ay, carajo, venga a ver. Este tiene pintura, restos. Este tiene tinta, está el de periodista. Este que tiene, no, este no tiene. Este no es aquí. A ver si es así. O este es aquí y aquí.
I must put the right name to the right disguise.
¿Por dónde me voy? ¿Será así? Sí, ese es como de reverendo. No, este pantalón debe ser aquí.
I must put the right name to the right disguise.
Oh, estoy quedando varado. O este es aquí, aquí. Está grave la cosa. A ver, ¿por dónde me voy? ¿Por dónde me voy? Zapatos aquí. O estos aquí.
There, the entire outfit.
Bueno, este ya está. Este aquí.
There, the entire outfit.
Bueno.
It seems that something in this disguise is missing, but I'm not sure what it might be. I must put the right name to the right disguise.
Ya este aquí. ¿O será que el sombrero? No, este ya no me lo deja mover. Este sí. No, ya no me lo deja mover. ¿Me deja los zapatos? No. A la carta.
There, the entire outfit. It seems that something in this disguise is missing.
No, esta carta no es. O sí era. Ah, yo he
Perfect. Now I know what Holmes looks like, and I know where to search for him. Let me take a look at the map.
Bueno. Al mapa. Chapel Street.
It would be better if I took some money before leaving. One can buy a lot of things with notes in Whitechapel.
Voy a ir a coger mi dinerito para irme a ver.
Baines's men have more or less spared my bedroom. How kind of them. My money! Someone has emptied my wallet. I always keep a little money in it. The police can't have stolen it. It's impossible. Last night I was too tired to think, but now I have to face the truth. Holmes stole my money, like any common low-down scoundrel.
Bueno. Entonces tocará que irnos para allá.
Good. I've got the address of Holmes's hideout. 6 Bucks Row.
Por aquí.
Well, here it is. It looks like a boarding house. I can't knock on all the doors. Holmes will hear me and escape. As I've the advantage of surprise, I'd better use it.
Bueno, vamos.
Oh, but I know you. You with the moustache. I met you back when Jack was cutting up all those girls around here. So you've come back to do some slumming.
Danny, you are no longer, you've given up the...
The game? Yes, my dear, I've given it up. Sorry, are you? I'm the manager of this boarding house now. I rent out rooms.
That is exactly why I am here. I'm looking for someone who...
He's not here.
You don't even know who I'm talking about.
Perhaps not, but he's not here anyway. You should understand that my tenants come here for peace and quiet. Quiet and discreet, my hotellies. Just like me. And I, Danny the Anvil, 11 times champion of male wrestling in Whitechapel, I guarantee their peace and quiet.
I really must insist. It's very important.
Bueno, de lo que es que vemos aquí. Nuestros clientes están enfermos, trabajo para el departamento de higiene, estoy buscando a alguien, soy admirador suyo. Bueno, entonces voy a contarle aquí.
Mrs. Anvil, I work for the government in the hygiene department, and your establishment...
Tough luck, ducky. I make my own law here.
Informaré a la policía.
I warn you. If you don't let me in, I will come back with the police. Think about it.
You're a grass as well. Cross this door and I'll knock your head off. Then we'll see whose side you're on.
Soy
Dear
biólogo.
lady, I'm a biographer and also an artist. Your hotel is quite exceptional. I would like to put it on canvas and perhaps write about its history, which I'm sure must be fascinating.
If you're drunk, you better go and sober up somewhere else.
You
Un
are
retrato.
so very unique. I would like you to permit me to sketch your portrait.
My portrait? What for?
What for? But to immortalize the champion that you are, of course. All the great wrestlers are doing it these days, even Pudding, Nutcracker, Stomping Jenny.
Yeah, that's true. If those big cows can have theirs done, why not me?
La luz
The light
adecuada.
here isn't good for artwork. Let me see some of your rooms. Perhaps we will find a better light, without disturbing your tenants, of course.
Don't worry about that. Most of them are out this time of day. And if they're not happy about it, I'll explain it to them gently, if you see what I mean.
I'm sure that they will understand at once.
Yeah, come on then.
Here would be perfect. A splendid place. I've just had a wonderful idea. Why don't I paint your portrait with you wearing your stage costume?
What?
Yes, I think it would be difficult for me to capture you correctly if you are dressed in your everyday clothes. They are too elegant.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna be great. And it will remind me of the old days. Oh, but I left my costume with a pawnbroker so that I could buy some of that lovely pear-smelling perfume.
Yes, I remember. Very well, off you go. While I'm waiting, I shall concentrate and soak up the atmosphere here.
All right, but don't touch anything. The bloke that rents this room isn't very easy going. You'll have enough time. The pawnbroker's shop isn't close by.
What a mess. That's Holmes, all right. Tobacco, and a lot of it. A sheet of blotting paper. A few files, books about criminal cases. The books Holmes usually reads. A microscope. A pipe. And judging by the smell, Holmes has used it recently. Dirty water. Holmes must have washed something here. These crystal glasses are magnificent. Each of these scores bears a piece of music by a different composer. Holmes wanted to learn them all. There's Mozart, Beethoven, Paganini. This pot is empty. A nice plant. I'm surprised that Holmes has taken care of it. I'm discovering new sides to his personality. Apparently, Holmes is packing his suitcase. A violin. Holmes often plays. It helps him to think. But it's out of tune and the sound is horrible. Holmes must have become annoyed with it. That happens quite often. This suitcase is closed with handcuffs, which in turn are attached to the sofa. These handcuffs are extremely solid. You need a code as well as a key to open them. Apparently, this suitcase holds something which Holmes believes to be important. I must open it. It could be the chance to find out the truth about his intentions. Holmes must have smoked his pipe while reading the newspaper. A pipe, and judging by the smell, Holmes has used it recently.
Periódico musical.
As for the newspaper, it's only one page, with a curious article containing musical notes. This is what Holmes was reading without any doubt. Why? What do these notes mean? Analysing material. There is no doubt about it. Everything would suggest that Holmes has been using this hiding place for a long time. Liquid reagents, a large quantity of it, the same as at Baker Street. Holmes uses it for cleaning objects before he analyses them. Even if the notes on the page are simple, this untuned violin isn't going to help me reproduce them. These crystal glasses might help me reproduce the notes in the newspaper. I know that music. It's Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. There, I've found the score corresponding to Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. There is a strange stain on it. I must examine this stain more closely.
Bueno.
This stain hides an inscription. It wasn't there by any accident. I need a reagent for cleaning the stain. Liquid reagents, a large quantity of it, the same as at Baker Street. Holmes uses it for cleaning objects before he analyses them. This reagent is too strong. Something is missing. Good. The reagent is weaker now. Earth. Holmes must have washed his hands here. Therefore, he must have been searching in the soil, in this flat. But where?
Ahora sí vamos a analizar otra vez.
I'll have to clean. A sheet of blotting paper. A number. A number.
359. 359. Es la clave para abrir la maleta. Ah, pero necesitamos la llave. necesitamos una llave. ¿Dónde la ves? Si tiene las manos sucias, deben estar aquí entre la madera.
There's soil here. Let's do the same as Holmes. Search. A key. These handcuffs are extremely solid. You need a code as well as a key to open them. Something is missing.
La llave.
Excellent. I've found the key to the handcuffs. Open. A train ticket for the London suburbs. For tonight. But if Holmes wishes to escape, surely he would travel further than that. Ah, there you are. I've got you.
Hey, what do you want?
That's enough. Take off that disguise.
What disguise?
I beg your pardon, young man.
In a moment, madam. Stop playing around. I've seen through you. You're going to have to give me some straight answers now.
I don't know who you are or what you want, but leave me alone now!
I think you are mistaken, young man.
Your ridiculous accent and your filthy clothes don't fool me, Holmes. And what on earth have you been eating? Your breath could kill an ox at 10 paces.
Right, that's it! You're gonna get a thrashing of your life!
Calm down, Mr. Hooper. I think that this young man may have mistaken you for somebody else. He obviously does not have a good memory for faces.
On the contrary, madam, everything is crystal clear to me.
Really? Well, in that case, follow me, young man. I want to show you something.
What? But, madam, please, what are you...
Calm down, Watson. It's me.
Holmes?
You were almost brilliant, Watson, but once again your last step was too wide. Take comfort in the fact that your finding this address was admirable enough.
Why are you out here if it's not for hiding from Scotland Yard? I demand an explanation.
You are in no position to demand anything.
I found you once, Holmes. You can be certain that if you give me the slip, I'll do it again. And next time, I'll return with Baines and his men.
I have absolutely no intention of leaving.
Truly. So what does this train ticket mean? It's a ticket for this evening.
You managed to open my suitcase?
Enough of your lies, Holmes.
As a matter of fact, then yes, I am leaving tonight.
We are leaving tonight. I'm not going to let you vanish again.
Very well, follow me if you so wish. But I should warn you that there is little chance of us both coming back alive.
I won't leave you for a second, and I accept the risk. What an exhausting journey. I didn't even have time to collect my medical bag, and you haven't said a word for hours.
I have been thinking.
What is this place?
A mill.
I can see that, but what are we going to do here?
It'll be more interesting to see what you are going to do.
I won't bend to your will anymore, Holmes. You have gone too far.
Shh, Watson, not so loud.
Why? Does somebody live here?
Yes, 3 men. Take out your revolver and try to keep them below while I search upstairs.
Are they dangerous?
They would kill us if they could. I'm going up there. Take care of them and make sure that they do not leave the ground floor.
Holmes, wait!
No, lo dejo, mijo, lo dejo.
Totam.
The Times. It's a London newspaper.
Totam.
This poor devil has lost his sight.
Ничего не понимаю.
Ah, you're deaf. This man is seriously injured, and the wound is infected. This poor man is mute. Stop playing games. You are reading the Times. You understand me perfectly well.
So, you found us.
What do they want, Alieko?
Have you come to finish off your sordid work?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't even know why you're here, do you? You're just a pawn who serves and obeys.
And you? Why are you here?
To escape from the enemies of freedom. My brothers and I are at war.
Against who?
Against order, liberticides, the ruling classes, and those who exploit the people. Against the torturers responsible for our misfortunes. Against you and others like you.
I'm not at war against anyone.
Then why are you pointing your gun at us? Get out!
I cannot.
That's what I mean. You're nothing but a pawn. We've nothing more to say to you.
Don't move from here.
Bueno, ahora soy Sherlock.
Petrol for the lamps. A strong rope made of hemp. Good quality. All the lamps are out of order. This chest is strange. Its decoration would indicate that its origin was in show business. Let's see. A magician's costume.
Bueno, vamos a registrar, a ver.
Ideal for a magic trick. Nothing interesting. Magician's equipment. Perhaps we will find something useful here. Poor bird. Who knows what has happened to his master? Nothing interesting.
A ver, ¿qué más hay por aquí? Ah, por aquí.
A good luck charm?
A ver, lo revisamos por detrás.
What was Mr. Ferguson doing here? This mill is hardly the ideal place to hold magic shows.
Estimado amigo y colega, le escribo para informarle de que mi ausencia se extenderá más de lo previsto. Me afligieron el señor Trumari, a quien ya conoce, me ha ofrecido una serie de espectáculos a cambio de una paga tentadora. Este hombre es encantador, recuerda su insistencia cuando quiso comprar nuestra parte. Pues bien, a pesar del obstinado rechazo recibido, no nos guarda rencor. El tal señor Trumari que dice ser de ascendencia italiana, lo cual tal vez explique su comedia del arte, siente una gran pasión por el circo y los espectáculos de calidad. Por todo ello me iré en breve de gira por el país y supongo que no volveré hasta dentro de unos meses. Le enviaré una postal desde Glasgow, nuestra primera parada. H. Ferguson.
A master key, a useful item to help a magician play the king of escape.
¿Qué más hay por aquí? No, la varita y nada más.
Accessories for a magic show.
Listo. Bueno, ahora aquí qué hay.
Here is a fine range of suits. Most of them are uniforms, but judging by their quality, I would say that they are disguises. I can call Watson if I need him. This millstone seems to be in good condition. Dark traces. It must be blood. Dark traces. It must be blood. Someone was tied to the millstone's axle. They must have remained there for a long time. There should be a cog here. These bags are old and half empty. Nothing interesting. These boards crack under my weight. Interesting. These bags are old and half empty. Nothing interesting. This wall sounds hollow. This wall does not seem to be very solid. It is not made of brick. That is just a coating. These full sacks seem to be the only ones left untouched by the mice, unless they were filled only recently. The flour is spread out over the floor. The sack is empty. Very good. The flour is spread out over the floor. The sack is empty. Very good.
Henry Ferguson, distinción 51 años, ojos marrones oscuros, moreno, canoso de las sienes, 1,80, 80 kilos, situación familiar, viudo con un hijo de 11 años, profesión suboficial de la Marina Real, retirado hace 5 años, actividad actual, cuidador de puestos, mago, lugar y fecha de permanencia, código W11, sector 5, Molino, llegada planificada para el 5 de marzo, salida pendiente de decisión según cooperación. Consigue una orden legal de traslado, cueste lo que cueste.
An information card. Interesting.
El presente documento otorga al señor fulano de tal seguridad y libertad de movimiento dentro y más allá de las fronteras, enmarcadas en la jurisdicción de este gobierno. Dicho documento es válido en todo el territorio, incluidas las zonas aseguradas o consideradas peligrosas. Las autoridades y sus agentes deben garantizar la seguridad del señor usando todos los medios a su disposición. Un salvaconducto.
Safe conducts in case of crisis. Passports for high-ranking civil servants. None of them with names on them, obviously. Sacks of flour, mouldy and half-eaten by rats. A cog.
Bueno, vamos a ver si es el engranaje que falta por allí.
There should be a cog here. There should be a cog here.
Ah, no, ese no es de aquí. Ese engranaje, ¿dónde lo ponemos? ¿Dónde va? A ver, ese engranaje por aquí. Aquí no. Este ahora.
This millstone seems to be in good condition. Perfect.
Bueno, ahora sí.
strange. This opening has been boarded up, but I'm sure that I didn't see it in the attic. Watson seems to be in control of the situation. Excellent.
Una escoba.
That could be used as a weapon in a necessity. Impossible to open it.
Hay unas llaves.
A tool shed. That could be useful. The blade of this spade seems very solid.
¿Qué le ponemos? Ahí.
Perfect. Perfect.
Nos llevamos la pala. No hay nada más.
These boards have been broken and hastily repaired. 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 Of course, a secret hiding place which contains a real arsenal. New pistols. A Gatling machine gun, a real war weapon. This chain is several yards long. Boxes of weapons.
Bueno, ya cogí la cadena. Tengo el lazo. Bueno, listo. Y ahora me falta aquí.
There is an iron bar in this wall.
Como que la amarramos con...
There, the rope is in place.
Bueno. Se supone que tenemos que amarrarla.
Perfect.
Aquí.
The second cog is missing. Perhaps it is somewhere on the ground floor.
Watson! Watson! Have you almost finished?
I need to get the millstone working again, but it seems there is a gear missing from the mechanism.
I look on the ground floor. Perhaps it's down there.
Yes, be quick. We shouldn't hang around here. All I can do now is wait for Watson.
Bueno, cambiemos de personaje.
I don't know what's going on up there, but this flower has given me an idea. This chest is very heavy and locked shut via a keypad. Without the combination, it will be impossible to open it. A large, strong paintbrush. A gear. 3 buttons, greasier than the others, hold the flower.
Vamos a ver si es 2:56.
Mechanical time switches. Rolls of fuse wire. I found the timer belonging to an explosive device. You are terrorists, aren't you?
The oppressive forces won't agree to civilized discussion. Propaganda by the deed is the only thing they hear.
You are murderers.
We are first and foremost free men, freed from the moralistic constraints of a system that exploits everyone. Contrary to you, a poor little sheep, lost without his flock.
Diego, tell him that we won't go back there.
My brother speaks with the wisdom of a free man. If you come here to kill us, do so, but we will never follow you. We were fooled once. There won't be a second time.
You are mistaken about me. I'm not a killer.
Then you are even more of a fool than I thought. You don't even know why you are here. I pity you. You are even blinder than me.
Are you responsible for blowing up a judge's house in London?
Justice and its representatives are the double dealers in this country. Judge Beckett was one of the cogs.
Thank God that it wasn't.
We made the bomb, but we weren't the ones who put it into place. The one who ordered it placed it himself.
Who?
Ja nie mogu bullshit petakuju bol.
Let us look at my brother's wounds. He's suffering.
No, don't move. I am a doctor. I'll do it. If only I had time to bring my medical bag.
Take this key. It opens the medicine cupboard. If you really are a doctor, you can help my brother.
Bueno, vamos al botiquín.
Hydrogen peroxide, commonly known as bleach. There's not much left. This will be useful. Vodka. There's only a drop left.
Bueno, entonces vamos a echar esto y esto, listo.
This poor man is mute. These bandages should halt the infection.
Thank you.
The person who ordered the bomb, who is he?
You are not part of his organization?
What organization?
The one he leads. The one that is responsible for the state we are in. The one that tortured us.
Why were you tortured?
So that we should keep quiet.
I understand. The head of a criminal organization ordered an explosive device which he then placed at Judge Beckett's house. Once the attack came off, he had you tortured to ensure that you wouldn't talk.
Yes.
And why Judge Beckett?
He was in possession of certain evidence against him.
But who, for the love of God?
Giving you his name would be signing our death warrant.
Does either one of you know where the missing cogs are?
Well, I think there's one under the wood pile near the fireplace.
A gear. I must warn Holmes.
Vamos a ver, yo tengo un engranaje que es aquí.
One of the 2 cogs which ensure the connection between the wheel and the axle going to the attic is missing. This axle links the wheel and the grindstone which must be in the attic. I need something. I need something. There. Thank you, Watson.
Bueno, ahora vámonos con Watson. Con Holmes.
that noise?
Everything's all right. Let us see what this wall is hiding. A body. I knew it. The magician was walled up here. I have everything I need. Now, it is time to destroy this place. Perfect.
What's that smell? I can smell oil.
Holmes, what are you doing up there?
Sherlock Holmes is here? No.
I'm not staying
Nor
here.
am I. Help me out of
Stop.
here.
Don't move.
You think you can stop us? Sherlock Holmes is a dangerous man. I'm not hanging around here waiting to be killed by him.
Don't be ridiculous. What are you talking about?
You don't know what he's capable of. Whatever are you doing, Doctor? Give me that gun. Where is Mr. Holmes? You had better remain here for the moment.
Am I under arrest?
No, Doctor, of course not.
Come in, Inspector.
My wife did enjoy reading that last story of yours in the Strand, Doctor. That was a proper adventure. Do you think you might write about this case someday? I'd like to see it.
Oh, well now, I don't know. But that is very gratifying, and I'm glad to hear that your wife enjoys my writing, Constable. My goodness, what on earth was that? Inspector Baines is dead.
The watermill is burning!
Holmes has managed to escape from the police. He manipulated me from start to finish. And to think that I played an indirect part in his crimes.
Última hora. Scotland Yard busca a Sherlock Holmes por el asesinato del inspector Baines. Ayer, en circunstancias insólitas, el célebre detective Sherlock Holmes asesinó a sangre fría al inspector Baines de Scotland Yard durante una redada al amanecer en un molino de los suburbios londinenses. Cabe recordar que Sherlock Holmes es el principal sospechoso de la reciente explosión que acabó con la vida de Sir Beckett, juez del Tribunal Supremo. El señor Holmes huyó de la policía tras prender fuego al molino en el que estaba escondido. En el momento de redacción de este artículo, antes de su salida a imprenta, desconocemos más detalles relativos al caso. Scotland Yard no ha querido hacer declaraciones. La edición de mañana incluirá más detalles.
Today's newspaper. Mrs. Hudson must have left it early this morning. Baines's murder has made the front page. The news has spread quickly. The poor man shot at point-blank range. He had faith in Holmes right to the end, and it cost him his life. Holmes's pipe. Broken. I didn't notice it the last time. We think that we know the people around us, those who are close to us, who are part of our everyday lives, parents, colleagues, companions, friends. Then something unexpected happens, and it tears away the blinkers which we have chosen to wear. And it's at that precise moment that we finally see the true nature of those who always mattered the most to us. But in Holmes's case, what could have pushed the man, whom I have always considered as honest and loyal, to sink to such barbaric crimes and cold-blooded murder? I don't have the answer. But one thing is certain. Up until today, I had a friend. A noise. It's coming from the flat, I'm sure.
I know you are in there! Holmes, open this door immediately!
I think that I would rather not.
Tell me the truth, Holmes. I need to know. You have no right to keep the truth from me. Tell me!
I am sorry, Watson.
Open this door, or I will break it down!
Do what you like. The door is not locked.
You've driven me to this!
Estás sin balas.
It's the police! Open up!
Uy. No, qué cosa es.
Why did it have to come to this, Holmes? All those years of friendship and respect, of trust, everything that we went through together, and you deceived me all along, damn you! I wish that I had seen through all of your lies. But now, it is over. It is all over. After so many days of relentless investigations and sleepless nights, I returned to the Thames area, to the very place where the bishop's nephew had died. I only had one trail left to explore, one last desperate attempt to understand recent events. I descended into the putrid, dark, suffocating depths of the town, the sewers. The fresh breeze from the Thames gave way to the stale, dank air of the dark tunnels. A shadow moving through an underground labyrinth, tormented, wandering through this humid, oppressive purgatory. What I might find mattered little. The most important thing was to keep moving.
Bueno. Oh, caramba. Vamos a ver aquí.
I can see something. This butt is still dry, despite the surrounding damp. It was thrown here not so long ago. Let's be careful. The bars are completely rusty. Oops! This bar has come away in my hands. The bars on this grate are completely rusty. The bars on this grate are completely rusty. The bars on this grate are completely rusty. The bars on this grate are completely rusty.
Como que no se puede hacer nada más.
This must be a service trapdoor used to release the water in the event of the sewers overflowing. A boat! I'm on the right track. I must cross the canal to see who landed here.
Necesito algo para traerla, pero sí.
The bars on this grate are completely rusty. The bars on this grate are completely rusty.
A ver. Siempre hace cuerda, pero...
A piece of rope that floats. If it's long enough, then it might be useful. It's very heavy. A body! Oh, it was weighed down by the anchor. If I can retrieve the anchor, I can use it as a grappling hook. There.
Bueno, vamos por aquí. Aquí ahora sí.
The bars on this grate are completely rusty. The bars on this grate are completely rusty. The bars on this grate are completely rusty. This will be useful.
Bueno, ya la pude coger. Ahora aquí, a ver, miramos el inventario. Cogemos esto con esto. No hay un... Ah, espere, a ver qué me falta, porque con qué amarro.
Wire.
Ah, sí, listo, entonces esto con listo. Ahora sí.
This must be a service trapdoor used to release the water in the event of the sewers overflowing. The trapdoor is horizontal and solidly fixed. A boat! I'm on the right track. I must cross the canal to see who landed here. A boat! I'm on the right track. I must cross the canal to see who landed here. First try. Now let's pull the boat back here. The boat is tied up on the other bank. It's impossible to pull it back to me. An old scarf with blood on it. This bit of iron seems new and looks like a piece from ordinary machinery. Footprints. Someone has been here recently.
Con el trapo.
I need something to clean this.
Me falta algo que... tengo que limpiarla más.
Incredible! This grate is new and has a mechanical locking system.
Bueno, aquí tenemos que... a ver. Aquí... Arriba... Aquí... Arriba... Izquierda... Abajo... No... No, tocó reiniciar. Reiniciemos porque ahí está grave. Está grave la cosa, a ver. A ver, aquí sería derecha, derecha, abajo, aquí no corre, arriba, no podemos quedar en la misma posición, sí. Que aquí abajo quedó metido aquí, no, aquí, aquí, no, aquí, aquí, abajo, arriba, derecha, izquierda, abajo, no, por este lado no es. Nos devolvemos, no, volvamos a reiniciar, que esto sería aquí, aquí, pero entonces aquí quedó trancado, tocaría aquí, 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 no, ¿por dónde me voy? Derecha, a ver si voy por la derecha, arriba, arriba, arriba izquierda, arriba, derecha, abajo, no, aquí no, no, va para arriba, aquí abajo no, no corre, no, reiniciemos, derecha, arriba, derecha, izquierda, eso sería, pero el problema que es que aquí no me está llegando, aquí, tenemos que venir hasta aquí, subir aquí, 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 que subas por aquí, ya, más o menos, pues tiene que subir aquí, pero ¿por dónde me bajo? No, Que si corremos aquí... Subimos. ¿Por dónde me voy? Está grave la cosa porque como aquí tengo que subir aquí. Aquí tengo que subir aquí, pero es que aquí no me deja. Aquí, 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 y abajo, izquierda, abajo, no, aquí tengo que subir, derecha, arriba, aquí, no, por aquí no me puedo bajar. En mitad.
Open.
Digámosle aquí este pedazo porque aquí no...
Come on, John. Courage.
And here's another. See how you like that? Oh. And how does this feel? I don't think you like that much. That'll teach him. Let's see if I can break.
Holmes.
No, pues...
I am so
Qué
very
emoción tan
glad to see
amarilla.
you, Watson.
Whee! Yes, he's alive! The bad guys had better watch out now. Grandpa's alive, and he is a good man. I knew that he was. Uh-oh, they're going to be sorry now. My grandpa rules. Yes, and my grandpa saved him. Read it.
You are alive. I don't know what to feel. Relief or regret.
Watson, my friend.
You are not in a good state, Holmes.
Neither are you.
I suppose not. Can you walk?
Not without your help.
Why did you fake your own death? And who were those men?
I have to carry on with the investigation alone. John, I'm innocent. I'm not an accomplice of those men. Look at me. Do I look as though I could be their boss? Am I in a position to give such orders?
What a relief. My God, what a relief. But how?
Curare, hemlock, a few Indian plants, and sheep's blood to create the impression of death. A pathologist who owed me a favor for the death certificate.
Holmes, I was talking about this affair of...
I will explain everything, my friend, but we must leave here.
Yes, let's go back to Baker Street. I'll help you. Lean on me.
Estamos en Baker
Home
Street.
at last. I have missed this old room very much, Watson.
I put everything back in place after Baines went through it, but I didn't stay here. I couldn't face it.
Sit down, my friend. It is time for you to know the full details of this case. First of all, I must apologize for the distress that this has caused you, and for my behavior, which was, I know, quite abominable. I can only hope that by the end of this explanation you will understand that I behaved in such a way only to protect you, and that it caused me great pain to see your trust and confidence in me ebbing away.
From whom or what did you wish to protect me?
From Professor Moriarty.
Moriarty?
We should not have taken pity on him in that Swiss asylum. Do you remember, during the case of the Awakened, our indulgence has cost us dear today?
He's responsible for the bishop's murder?
Yes, but that was only a small detail in his plan. A detail which he had to eliminate, as it compromised the whole of his diabolical project. The bishop had in his possession a document which he suspected as being one component of a larger puzzle. The ramifications were unknown to him, but he considered the matter as sufficiently important that he should consult me. The day before our macabre discovery, his nephew, who was in his confidence, brought to him an important element which helped him understand Moriarty's grand plan. It was at that moment that two men began to comprehend the seriousness of the situation. The bishop then decided to contact me.
Against his nephew's wishes? Was that what they argued about?
Yes, but Moriarty found out that the bishop knew of his projects, and he arranged for his murder. The murderers were also supposed to bring back the document that the nephew, young Hampford, found, but they were unable to open the safe.
What was the document?
Evidence of Prince Woodville's implication in the project.
The nephew must have retrieved it from the Royal Archives, where he worked. A link to the crown.
Yes. Moriarty wanted to overthrow Queen Victoria and place the prince on the throne of England.
But that's impossible. He would have needed to create an incredible coup d'etat.
Patience, Watson. First of all, Moriarty placed his pawns so they might begin to develop and encourage a tense atmosphere, ready to discredit the Queen and thereby raise Woodville's popularity.
And provoke a famine, so that the prince's soup kitchens could begin distributing food and he would appear as a hero.
Exactly. Moriarty quickly learned that I was making inquiries as to his plan, and, without wishing to sound vain, he knew that I was the only person capable of upsetting his schemes. He therefore set up a plan that I be discredited and thought of as a criminal.
And you played along with him?
Precisely. Allowing him to believe that he had succeeded was the best way of ensuring that his attention was no longer fixed on me.
Why didn't you say anything to Scotland Yard?
Did you not think it strange that Inspector Lestrade was away for weeks?
What? You mean to say that Baines
was working for Moriarty?
I understand. The bishop's murderers were in the hands of this traitor, and you were therefore at a dead end after our investigations of the opium den.
Yes, and Baines' authority allowed him access to the police archives. He changed and forged all the charges in the documents that you saw at Judge Beckett's house. It was also he who substituted the Samoan necklace for a vulgar copy.
So that was why the judge went to Farley's, to obtain Baines's false information.
Precisely. But they each found themselves as instruments in Moriarty's strange orchestra. Judge Beckett received entire books full of charges against me, and a journalist such as Farley will not hold back when he gets the chance to make the front page of all the newspapers in England. With regard to Farley, it was a mere case of professional misconduct.
And to think that I held you responsible for the explosion at the judge's house. What a relief! But why did Moriarty have him killed?
He was on the point of discovering that all the documents supplied by Farley, and therefore by Baines, were false. Exactly the opposite to what our enemy was anticipating.
And where did the poison fit in all this?
Unfortunately, I do not possess all the information on this subject. The first time that we saw the effects of this substance on the body of the bishop, the poison was evidently only at an experimental stage. It was much too potent to do anything with.
Effectively. But in the second case, Kurtz, I didn't notice a great advance.
However, there was one. The poison was no longer fatal.
Yes, but the madness was still there. I should remind you that he attempted to devour his own dogs.
Correct, Watson. But it was not the second case, as you supposed. Remember the number of other incidences of madness, either collective or individual, relayed in the press in the days prior to it.
You mean to say
that Moriarty tested this dangerous mixture on a large number of guinea pigs, apparently with little success, as all those people are now dead. I say apparently, because I do not have the least idea as to the result Moriarty was hoping for.
And that's where Hans comes in, isn't it?
Moriarty needed him to devise the substance's final formula.
And so you helped Hans to escape, so he might lead you to it.
Yes, but things did not go as I had planned. The Professor's men got their hands on him just after his escape.
And you lost his trail.
Yes, but I doubted that Moriarty would take Hans to his lair. To find him, I had only one trail, the bomb placed at the judge's house.
The trail of the 3 Russian brothers.
I found out about the mill by having the anarchists' trail followed by the children in my own secret police. Once again, their help was a determining factor. As regards knowing where to locate Moriarty's lair, I hoped to find the information in the attic of the water mill. I got to it only just in time before Baines turned up.
And you were stuck then, weren't you? Allowing him to arrest you would have meant certain death.
Regrettably. But Moriarty's plan worked in any case, as after killing Baines, I became England's most wanted man for the murder of a Scotland Yard inspector.
And so you had to make sure that people forgot about you. Therefore, you orchestrated your own death so that you might continue your investigation discreetly. Oh, that was a terrible time for me, Holmes.
I am sorry, my dear fellow.
Well, the important thing is that you are well and truly alive.
Yes, but it is not over yet. Moriarty will take action one day or another.
You were saying that you had found Moriarty's hideout. Where is it?
In an abandoned fun fair on the outskirts of London. It is quite certain that they are all there. Sheilman, the Prince, and of course, Moriarty.
If Moriarty puts the Prince on the throne, he'll have his hands on the reins of the kingdom. Her colonies, her diplomatic network, her riches, everything.
Yes, including the army, the war fleet, everything he needs to help him conquer Europe. And eventually, I suspect, the world.
Holmes, we have to be quick. His plan hasn't been put into action yet. Perhaps it's not too late.
Let us go immediately, Watson.
Bueno, amigos, vamos a dejar este directo hasta acá. Los espero mañana.
Do you really believe that Moriarty is in there behind that fence?
Something in the wind seems to suggest it, Watson.
I have a peculiar acid taste in my mouth, if that is what you mean, Holmes.
Well, yes. The air is tainted still with toxic fumes from the factory chimneys.
I believe that I read about this place. The fun fair was abandoned after the factory was built so close by. It was said that even the ice cream tasted bitter. Aren't you curious about the warehouse down there? There seems to be some strange activity taking place inside.
Strange and in keeping with Moriarty's activities. Let us go and see what they're up to.
Bueno, amigos, entonces, como les decía, hasta acá esta transmisión. Los espero mañana a la misma hora de hoy, a las 7:30 de la noche, acá hora colombiana. Y no olviden suscribirse, activar la campanita, dar me gusta y comentar mis videos. Y como siempre les digo a todos ustedes, amigos, chao, chao y feliz resto de día, de noche. Vamos a dejar guardado por aquí las moscas. Sí, dejemos guardado aquí.